One of my pieces just flew into the abyss. Do you see that the feet have melted? Is something happening? I have no idea. Hi guys, welcome to this new fun video. First of all, I want to show you my outfit. Is it not cute with this overlay that I crocheted? I feel like it fits so well. And I also did some like icy makeup. I don't know how to describe it otherwise, but let's get into the video. In this video I want to craft 3 items mainly with polymer clay. So I bought some polymer clay at my job and I also had some left from previous projects. Not many, but I have been saying I wanted to do more polymer clay projects for months now, but usually it doesn't perform as well on YouTube, but I really want to do some. So we're gonna do that in this video. I'm gonna explain to you which items I want to make first. So first of all, I want to make a very cute Mona necklace. So Mona is my cat. Oh, she's here. Here you can see my cat. So I'm gonna turn her into a charm with polymer clay, and then eventually I will make a necklace as well. So I have some beads, I have some supplies, a lot of supplies I already had from my previous necklaces I made. This is the first item I want to make. Then the second is I have this very cute outfit. It's like a strawberry jam outfit because Evert told me I look like jam with this outfit. So I was thinking it would be very fun to make a little strawberry choker. So I'm gonna make a strawberry charm as well. And then the last item I want to make isn't a necklace, but it's like a little... I want to make a little deer or fawn figurine, kind of in the same style as I did this little figurine. I just love it so much. I am scared it won't be as amazing this time, but I still need to do all the sketches for all the items I want to make. I feel like I mainly need to make a sketch for the little figurine since it's gonna be a little bit more complicated than just a cat charm and a strawberry charm. So I am very unprepared. Besides, I bought all the items that I need, but I don't really have any sketches or stuff like that yet. And it's currently almost 2 p.m. I still need to do groceries. I also totally forgot I need to eat lunch as well. Like, I didn't even think about that. But as always, my ADHD paralysis kicked in the morning and I only started my day at 12 p.m. So here we are. I think we still have about 2-ish arms. Obviously, I have 2 arms. I think we have about 2-ish hours to do the polymer clay sculpting today because this evening I also have sewing classes, so I kind of need to hurry a little bit, but I feel like 2 hours to make 2 charms and 1 figurine is gonna be enough. And then obviously it also still needs to go into the oven and stuff like that. I will UV resin the items another day. This will be a video that's gonna take multiple days because I need to pick out a few moments here and there throughout my weeks. But I feel like this is gonna be a very fun video and a very creative video, so I hope this also inspires you. By the way, I'm also seeing when we adopted Mona about 3 years now, I think, almost. I made this little plushie and it has these charms that say Mona, so it could be fun to also include these beads in my necklace, but I don't know if it's gonna fit the style. For my Mona necklace, I kind of want it to be a bit darker and I'm not sure yet which colors I want to use for each necklace. And yeah, this is filled with toilet paper because I didn't have any filling back then and it fell in the water, so it's like very hard right now and I hope it's not moldy inside. I cannot tell. I have multiple beads as well I'm gonna use for my necklace. For example, these beads arrived today. I just bought these random charms on Amazon, so I have a lot of random charms. I'm gonna have some instant noodles as lunch. I'm actually in an instant noodle phase when it comes to lunch. Yeah, I often have like phases of what I like to eat and what I don't like to eat. And then we have exactly about 2 hours to sculpt before I need to make dinner and stuff. And I also wanted to give a disclaimer that I'm actually not very experienced with polymer clay. I only did it a few times but I want to do it more. But it's definitely one of those crafts that needs so much mental preparation in my head, because you need to take out all your items, you need to design them, and then you need to sculpt them, put them in the oven. There are so many different steps, which can be quite hard for my brain. It's not as easy as crocheting for me, because when I'm crocheting, it is such a slow process. It takes such a long time, and I only need to think like every 2 hours maybe while I'm crocheting, and I'm also usually watching YouTube, and it's like a very chill on my couch. But then compared to polymer clay, you have to be so active when you do it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna eat these instant noodles. If I would have more time and energy, I would like bake an egg, maybe add a few vegetables like corn or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this now because like I said, I don't have that much time. And I want to say it's my fault, but also I can't really do anything about it. I feel like people will think I'm lazy, but I definitely know I am not lazy, because I see myself as quite a hard worker. For example, if you broke your leg, obviously you're not gonna be able to walk, or at least easily, so that's how I try to put it in perspective. But yeah, let's eat first and then we can get started. Okay, Mona and I are gonna do a quick taste test because I bought this. My grocery store has like a new Asian themed aisle, I don't know, and I really love mango, so this is mango flavored. So I was thinking maybe I can just try it in my video, because I like to spice up my life with little things, you guys. I have to be happy with the little things. For example, last Wednesday I went thrifting. I also posted that in a vlog. So yeah, today we are gonna try out this mochi. Is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. I am European, by the way. Also, I don't know if this is vegetarian, because I am vegetarian, but I don't really pay attention to like candy and stuff. Why does that have such a strange texture? It's like a candy. This is what my kitchen is looking like right now. This is still all types of paint from doing my mural that I'm currently working on. This is all beads and supplies for necklace making, so I'm not gonna use that yet. I'm gonna start with my clay. I have a knife in my hand, by the way, but I'm gonna need that. I have tape here to use to clean my surface and my hands. I have toothpicks. I don't know if I'm gonna need it. A knife. I have these Eyepins. Then I have all my clay here. I think I have more clay. And then I have this bacon bond, which I use to attach different clay pieces. I have these...
Oh my god.
These cotton swabs. And then I have alcohol, but I mainly use this when it's already baked to like clean the surface. Okay, so you're supposed to use the alcohol on the clay before it's baked, and you should use nail polish remover or acetone after it's baked. So I'm making a lot of mistakes throughout this video, but I'll correct myself as I'm editing. I have my iPad here as well if I want to draw for my figurine, but let's get started. I think I will start with Mona because I feel like that's gonna be the easiest, but they didn't have like plain black Fimo clay at my job, so I bought this like slightly sparkly one, which I feel like that's gonna be a nice effect. I'm not too mad about it. This is one of my favorite green colors, by the way. I'm also slightly inspired by that one small business that I've seen a lot on TikTok. And I love their necklaces so much, so I'm gonna try to not copy it because I don't have any reference at the moment, but it's gonna be slightly inspired by them. So I think they do it with glass beads though, which like glass blowing, and I only have clay, so I'll see what we'll be able to do. Okay, this is not looking good so far. I don't know how to make my clay smooth. Oh, I also have a roller. I'm first gonna try to make this a little bit sculptable. I made this perfect ball shape, which I think will be her body. I'm gonna try to make some paws. I don't know really how, but I think I will just squeeze it a bit. So I gave her some paws and this is what it's looking like. Okay, I have to be so careful because this is just attached with some bacon bond and yeah, I'm very scared it will fall off. But this is what it's looking like. I should have definitely done the face first before putting the head on there. Probably should have made the eyes a bit smaller. It looks so bulgy at the sides. I don't know if I like it being like so thick, but it's fine. Is it fine? Maybe I should make it a bit smaller. But I am making a bow as well because I was thinking that would look cute as a little detail. I've heard someone say that bows are like the mustaches from 2024 and 2025 and I feel a little bit offended by that. I don't know, this might age poorly, me saying this, but I don't agree. Look. I have the base of the strawberry here. I basically just pushed it on my hand like this and then shaped the bottom of the strawberry. It is a little bit stained though because I used black before this and I washed my hands, but I don't know how to make my hands cleaner. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to do all of this in 2 hours, you guys. I also feel like a fawn or a deer will be so difficult for me to sculpt. Like the simple cat shapes alone were low-key kind of difficult already. I also feel like my seeds are like way too big and I should have used one of those ballpoint tools to make the indenting first so that it's bigger than the actual seeds. Okay, let's try to pick up this button that I just made on my mat. Oh my god. Do you see how adorable it looks? Okay, this is my second charm. I'm working on the base of my little figurine. I have less than 1 hour to do this. I started with the light color and then I'm gonna try to cover it with this dark color. Don't ask me why, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm gonna try to like give it a second color with just covering it. I don't even have a picture reference at this moment because I'm in such a hurry. This is so much harder than it looks actually. I was expecting this to be so easy. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I am having a lot of fun. I also don't know if this looks like a deer, to be honest. Even the ears are like a little bit derpy. But I feel like it's... oh no, I did a little indenting with my nail. I feel like it's gonna look better if it's glazed as well. This is what everything I just made is looking like. Again, with quite bad lighting, but it will do. I'm waiting until the oven is good and then I can put it in the oven for about 30 minutes, the packaging says. For your information, my sewing class is starting in 45 minutes and it takes longer than 15 minutes to get there. And the clay has to be in the oven for 30 minutes, so you know, the math isn't adding up, but it's not... if I'm gonna be a bit too late, it's no problem, I think. I am cooking some broccoli and it's steaming, but apparently my oven is also steaming and like I'm checking on it every now and then, but I hope it's alright. Okay, so apparently this clay isn't supposed to bake at the same temperature as all my other clay, so I turned down the temperature because and how long?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
Oh no. One of my pieces just flew into the abyss. Yeah, I don't know where it went. I'm really exposing myself today, but I'm gonna have microwave mashed potatoes with some plain broccoli with salt because I just love broccoli. I love most green vegetables very much, which is nice as a very picky eater. I need to clean up the whole table as well, but not now.
A few moments later.
So I don't know if it's good because it's like a little bit flexible still. Also, Mona, her tail fell down. Rest in peace. It still looks kind of cute though. And it's like everything feels a little bit flexible. So I'm just gonna cool it down and see what it looks like this evening. But I really need to go to my sewing classes now because it is starting in like 5 minutes. So I have my cotton swabs here and my alcohol, and I'm gonna try to be very careful because last time I spilled alcohol all over my designs. So I'm gonna try to clean up the designs a little bit. Do you see that the feet have melted? Yeah, not ideal, but I'll try to clean it up a little bit. Is something happening? I have no idea. Okay, so alcohol wasn't working, so I'm trying with gel nail remover now. And it's really hard to even get the flour off of it, so I'm trying really hard now to at least get the flour off of this. I tried to somewhat save it with this red Posca marker, acrylic marker. There are some stains on the other colors from like the red, especially around the star and also a little bit here around the leaf. But I feel like it's the best I can do, and I also don't really...
I'm not in the mood to make a whole new charm, by the way.
But I decided, I feel like my ADHD decided that I need to redo all the clay items and I need to redo them today. So I feel like I have no choice mentally. I have to do it right now because like I kind of like how it all turned out, but when I'm looking at all the items, I'm also thinking about how I would do it differently. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna redo all 3 of them because I have so many things I want to change up throughout the process. So I feel like that could also be helpful if you want to do polymer clay. First of all, you should probably make a sketch and then think about every single step you need to do and which step you need to do first, because I obviously didn't do that. I was so unprepared. And now I noted down like every step by step how I want to do it. And I also want my charms to be a little bit smaller if I can achieve that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get some lunch and then I'm gonna start over again. And I feel like I'm crazy, but I will have a lot more time today. Tried to reshape the body. It has like a little indenting for the head, and then the head, I made the ears out of the blob of the head. And then I also changed up the eyes. I actually dislike the new eyes a little bit more. I feel like the old expression was a lot cuter. I have put like a metal rod in the body and the tail as well in the hope it doesn't fall off. So yeah, I'm waiting for the oven to preheat now because I will put this one in first before I put in the other ones on a higher heat. But I think it looks so cute. I think it's a lot better than my previous one. So let's start with the strawberry now. I somehow did not really film any progress of doing my second strawberry, but I did use the dotting tool that came with my nail set, and I made the little indentings on the strawberry itself before adding the tiny yellow seeds. And I also remade the button and made it a lot smaller, and also the patch and the star. I tried to make it a lot thinner and smaller, and then added it onto the strawberry with my bacon bond, and you'll see the strawberry charm soon, but I think it turned out so much better and a lot finer and daintier than my first strawberry I did. Okay, this is not going as easy as I hoped it would go because I totally squished the face. I feel like I should do the eyes and stuff at the end. So let's start over, I guess. I am using this dotting tool also to smooth out my edges and like where my same color is connecting to make it like a little bit smoother. And I feel like this dotting tool is like an essential for when you want to do polymer clay art because it helps so much with smoothing out things. And I don't know if that's meant for that, but it does work quite well, to be honest. So the oven started smoking again. There's like a lot of smoke in the kitchen right now, and I don't know why, because I don't think I used clay that couldn't be baked at 180 degrees, but maybe it's the metal rod. So I would suggest you, if you would do that at home, to do some research, because I obviously haven't done any research at all, but I do think the metal rod is handy to keep things in place. But yeah, I don't know if that is why it's smoking right now, but I did put the oven off again, and then I'll just let it sit in the oven for a while and hope it gets hard that way. But yeah, I am very excited for the results. Guys, don't pay attention to the cobweb, but we have some lighting here that's like flickering, and I keep asking Avik to replace it, but then we forget, and I came downstairs and I saw it flickering, and I honestly thought the oven was on fire, so I'm like shaking so hard, and I'm like out of breath, and I jump off of the staircase and run up until the kitchen, but luckily it's not on fire. But oh my god, I was so scared because we already had a fire at the neighbor's house. So like I'm already super traumatized, and oh my god, I'm so happy the oven didn't catch fire. Like the oven was off, so that would be strange, but still. Look how good it's looking. We might die because of the polymer clay in the oven, but okay, please excuse what I'm looking like because it's still in the morning and I still need to change into my actual clothes. But I looked up my old blog and somehow I got access to it again. And I feel so happy now because I look back at my old blog of like 2013, 2014. So over 10 years ago, I was like 16, maybe 17-ish. And I feel like I have always been exactly the same person. Maybe besides a few years when I was into like puberty and stuff. Yeah, I feel like I was honestly so fashionable. And I have a lot of fun outfits, like fashion posts on that blog. It was a very chaotic blog, I have to admit. It was kind of like about everything, about fashion, DIY, geeky stuff, like kind of everything. And some posts weren't really that interesting, but it makes me feel so happy because I had like a goodbye post that said like, oh, I have 100 followers now and 100 blog posts, but I'm gonna say goodbye. I really still want to be a professional blogger though, which is so funny because until this day it still is the case that I want to be like a professional blogger, I guess, which is so funny because I haven't changed at all. I also did so many fun DIY projects, and I feel like I would be so proud if like 16-year-old me could look at me now, because I feel like I have definitely advanced in the DIY stuff. I made so many fun projects. I like invented screen printing with like printed out pages and textile paint. I honestly felt so smart. I have other very fun projects I did, also polymer clay projects. So I kind of did about everything, also sewing and knitting and it honestly was so fun. But today I'm gonna do a lot of housekeeping stuff. I'm gonna go get groceries, and then this afternoon I'm gonna glaze my charms and my figurine, which I'm not looking forward to, so chances are high I'm gonna procrastinate it because I really don't want to do it. I also don't want to do the housekeeping stuff, so that's why I'm also still in my pajamas and stuff, and I got distracted by looking at my old blog. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. But I just feel so proud that also I had a very fun hair colors. I feel like I looked so cute and I was so Tumblr-ish, and yeah, I honestly feel like I would think I am super cool now, because I do think I was super cool back then watching at it now, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let's start with the day. It's so crazy to me that I had 100 followers on blog loving. I don't know how old you are, but that was the site you used to follow blogs on. And I was so happy with 100 followers. I don't know why I am not happy with what I have today. I feel like it's so much easier to compare to others nowadays, because I have more than 3,000 subs now, which is obviously a lot more than 100 followers. I honestly also don't know why I didn't have more than 100 followers, because I feel like my blog was so cute and nice, and I actually was very creative, so I am impressed by myself. Let me know in the comments if I should do a full video of a deep dive into my blog, because I think that would be so fun. I wish I had more nostalgic things to show and talk about, because as everyone else, I love nostalgia. I also have a few other YouTube videos that are published that I could review in that video that I published when I was very young, extra video. So let me know in the comments if you would be interested in that. Also, I'm crocheting now, which is for another video, but yeah, as always, I'm filming 3 or 4 different videos at the same time, so I'm doing my best. And yes, I'm crocheting while I actually should be cleaning my house and doing groceries, but I kind of want to enjoy the moment a little bit more. Mona is already crying. I am in my bathroom now. It's actually quite messy. I haven't cleaned my bedroom in a while, but that's just neurodivergent transparency, I guess. So I have my UV lamp here that I use for my nails, and I have a mask and some gloves as well. By the way, I'm in my bathroom because this is the only window we have that can open besides our bedroom and stuff, and I can close it with the door for the fumes. So I just decided to put most of my charms outside and in the sun, because I feel like the UV lamp wasn't doing as much again. Mona, what's your problem? So I will check on them every half hour or hour and turn it around a little bit so that it gets enough sun. Luckily, it's a very sunny day today, so I don't know how other people do it, to be honest. I already asked for tips a year ago when I did polymer clay, but still, if you have any tips, it was so clumsy. I definitely touched the UV resin. I have no idea how people do it. My placemat I was using was covered in UV resin as well. Maybe I should have looked up a tutorial or something, but it was so messy and clumsy. So yeah, now I'll wait until those are cured. I was also thinking, I feel like I would never be able to sell polymer clay items because it has taken me so long already. I feel like one item takes me more than an hour to work on, so obviously I wouldn't be able to sell that. Maybe one day I will put a few on sale just because I want to get rid of them eventually. I'm gonna do that as well for other items I've made, because eventually I just have too many of those items. So maybe in the future I'll put some items for sale, but for now polymer clay really isn't an option for me right now, just because I am still very clumsy, and it to me it feels like a craft that takes very long, and then people will probably not want to pay like a decent amount for the time you've put into it. But yeah, I just want to put that out, that I don't think I will ever sell polymer clay items because they would be so expensive. Oh, I also had some remarks about my polymer clay process that I did wrong. I honestly thought flour would be okay for in the oven to like rest my charm on, but apparently it's cornstarch, and somehow I kind of knew, but I was like, flour will do as well. I don't know why, but it's cornstarch, so don't make the wrong mistake like I did. You use the acetone after it's been in the oven, and then the alcohol before it has been in the oven. So yeah, that's why the acetone kind of worked the first time. Polymer clay is a lot harder than I expected. The little details like eyes and stuff need to be so small if you want to make a tiny little charm or figurine. And I feel like shaping like the ears out of the head blob was a lot prettier than when I put the ears on it like I did here. So here I put separate ears on top, but in my new charm I sculpted them out of the head, and I think it looked a lot cleaner. But I think I will buy a sculpting brush in the future just to make the edges a lot smoother. And yeah, I feel like that's all I can give for tips, since I'm like totally not an advanced polymer clay artist. But I did follow a course for it a while ago, an internet course, but I don't think I have access to it anymore. But yeah, that's why I knew I could use cornstarch and the acetone and the alcohol. I all had it written down on my phone, but I apparently didn't look at it before starting these projects. So yeah, these are my tips. So today I want to do my necklaces, but it's already over 1 p.m. and I really still want to take a walk in the park because it's like 18 degrees and very sunny, and my charms haven't completely cured yet after 2 full days of being like a little bit in the sunlight because it's quite sunny. But obviously I didn't want to put them outside if I'm not home, so they're still quite tacky, but I still want to start my necklaces, and maybe then I'll lay them in the sun a little bit more. Honestly, again, if you have any tips for the UV resin, let me know. But I wanted to show you my cute outfit. I also suddenly remembered I can wear accessories like these earrings I made, this necklace. Nice for this video, by the way, because I'm gonna make more necklaces, and this was one of the first necklaces I made, and I wear it quite often. I don't really wear jewelry as often, but if I wear jewelry, chances are high it's gonna be this necklace. And my nails also look very nice with it. My sweater, this is my Hungry Caterpillar sweater that I originally sent the pattern for in my newsletter, but now you can find that pattern on my Ko-Fi membership. So if you're interested in making this super cute Hungry Caterpillar sweater, I shared it on my Ko-Fi page, so you can sign up if you're interested. And then I'm wearing this dress with this skirt and some sandals. I really want Mary Jane's. I have been saying that for months now, but eventually I will have the money to buy Mary Jane's. Oh, by the way, I spent like 1 hour doing my makeup and getting ready, and I also used these magnetic eyelashes, and on one eye it's like super wonky, but I feel like you can't tell on camera, so it's fine. But I feel like I do so much makeup for only my videos, because if you see it up close in real life, it's like actually not as clean. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually not that good at makeup. Unless it's on video. So, because also my colleague was like, oh, you're so good at makeup because I see it on your Instagram. And it's like, yeah, but throughout the day it also kind of wears off and becomes flaky and gross. So that's why I don't really wear like this fancy makeup to my job, for example. Also because I'm very lazy in the morning and I only do like a little bit of concealer and mascara. But yeah, enough rambling. I'm gonna go for a walk in the park now, and then I'm gonna start with the necklaces. I think I'll have like 2 to 3 hours to work on them, which isn't as much time. Again, you know me, I keep procrastinating everything because at 5 p.m. I already need to start cooking because Evik needs to go to a show this evening. Okay, I'm really gonna stop rambling now. Look at the tiny, tiny ladybug. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, the table is an absolute mess right now, but you can't see most of it. And I think I also haven't shown you the before and after of my charms that I did, so I'm gonna show it on screen now, so that you can kind of see how much better my second try was at this project. So like my whole table, my kitchen table is cluttered with stuff, and I have some soup here as well because I haven't had lunch yet. So I want to do my Mona charm. I kind of regretted not using the purple for the bow, since I kind of want to use purple for the charms, since I already have a green themed necklace. I took it off because I want to use it as reference for how long I want the necklace to be. So yeah, I think I want to work with purple charms, but I feel like that won't really match as well with the green in this necklace. So I'll see. I already took out some charms. Should I do green? I'm gonna try to pick some green beads as well to see if it looks better. Okay, I honestly think this green and like more yellowish palette fits a lot better, and I think I will also use this to make a bow. The first necklace, I want it to be like this exact same way as I did this necklace, because it's just with some elastic here, some nylon elastic. And I also used these wire protector for DIY necklaces, I guess. Maybe I should first start with my charm, with like attaching it to this chain. I'll use these little rings to attach the chain onto it. So let's do that first. And I'm kind of shaky, and I don't know why, but it's not very handy for doing things like this. Whew, I'm so shaky. It's not really handy that I'm so shaky. Maybe it's because I drank some Coke and I'm not used to caffeine, so could be the case. Okay, I did it for the both the charms. It did take me a very long time, like my soup got cold in the meantime, but I finally attached the little loopity loops. Welcome to my channel where I use professional crafting terms, obviously. But now I will try to make this with some nylon thread, if I can find it. So this is how I start my nylon thread, with this little hoof-shaped thingy, and then I just make a lot of knots in the nylon thread. Is it professional? Probably not, but if you do enough knots, it stays like that, I think, because my previous necklace hasn't had a problem at all. So just make sure you do at least a few knots, and then you can start putting on the beads. So I used 2 of those nylon threads, and at both sides of the nylon thread I attached one of those U-shaped connectors. Well, first I did one of the U-shaped connectors, then I put on the beads, and then I put another U-shaped connector at the end, and I did that twice. And then I attached the jump ring from my charm onto both of the ends of the U-shaped connector. I hope you understand what I mean, but if you look at it, you can kind of see what I did. My first necklace is done, and I will show it in the reveal in just a second because it's so cute. I'm still kind of like in the testing phase to see if it doesn't fall apart. And we're gonna start with the strawberry necklace, but I did have other... So I have this main charm, And then I have the smaller strawberries. And for this necklace, I want to use this wire. And I want to do that thing where it has like tiered beads on the bottom. So I will try to emulate that. Now I'm gonna do the second tier with like the lighter beads, the white beads, but what I'm doing is I'm basically just twisting this wire into the little holes, like the loops, so that it attaches. And I feel like it's still fiddly, but I feel like it's a bit less fiddly than the nylon. I'm gonna do the reveal of the Mona necklace first because I'm wearing an outfit that actually kind of matches it. I obviously already wear a lot of green to begin with, but it is so cute. Yeah, she's kind of wonky though, but it's fine. I think it's so adorable. Now I can wear Mona everywhere I go, and it is a little bit tight. I wanted it to maybe be a little bit longer, but I do really like this necklace with all the random charms, and then obviously my Mona charm. Also my little deer figurine, I think it's so cute. It's also still a bit tacky, but I think I'll just let it sit in my bathroom in front of the window, or maybe on the kitchen table where the sun sometimes shines. But I think it's so cute as well. And I'm gonna show you the first deer I made, to show that sometimes you have to give things a second chance, you guys. Oh my god, why was that so hard to say for me? But I'm gonna show you the strawberry necklace now. It is so cute. I really love it. The only thing I would change, so I honestly think I will redo this necklace one day, not now. The wire that I used, I kind of just cut it off at the end, but I definitely should have put the ends of the wire in the beads. But I only thought about that when I was done cutting, so now it is very spiky. So it is like spiky on my throat, but it does look really cute already. So I think I will just redo the wire parts eventually. Ta-da! So this is the updated outfit. I'm also wearing this bag that my friend made for me, and I just attached this keychain to it, but it is very loud, so I don't know if I like that. And let me know in the comments if you have any more ideas of what I could add to this outfit, maybe accessory wise, because I feel like it would be fun in the future to make even more accessories or stuff like that for my little strawberry jam outfit. I definitely want to do more polymer clay and necklace stuff in the future, but usually it doesn't really perform as well on my channel, so definitely engage with this video if you enjoyed it, or send it to a friend or stuff like that, because that could really help me boost this video. And I'll see you in next week's video. Have a good day or night. Bye bye!